Alright guys, so the Cobra Kai Season 6 official trailer just dropped. I apologize for not recording the date announcement teaser. I had a lot of stuff going on. This is going to be my official return back to YouTube. I already have a bunch of stuff at old reactions edited, ready to post today. I'm finally returning from my hiatus since college is done for now, and my work schedule is a lot more manageable, so I'm very excited to get back into the content creation groove, but... man, you know what? I am so too excited right now. Let's just get into this trailer. Let me just make sure this is at the best possible quality. Yeah. All right. Oh, man, I am so excited. I am so pumped. I am very curious to see what they're going to show us here. I'm going to assume this is just for the first 5 episodes that are going to drop in July, and then they'll probably do another official trailer for the one in November, and then whenever that drops, the final part drops next year. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's jump right into the reaction.
We've been through a lot to get to this point.
Okay.
But now we're finally on
look
the
at that
same
lineup.
page.
Okay, sorry, Cobra Kai out. Oh, did they change the school? It looks different. The school, did they change filming locations? It looks, West Valley looks different. Okay. Wow! Tori! Okay, so Robbie's going back to school. Okay, there was a lot of questions around that. So Robbie, Tori, Sam, Miguel are all friends here. That's so sick. Okay, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I'm just so excited. Chosen? Okay, let me take a look at this line. Okay, we got Anthony here. Okay, I don't see Kenny, so I'm assuming this is before he joins up. Oh, they look so sick in all 3 of the white Miyagi-Do-gis.
The Saikai tournament is coming.
Whoa, what was that?
The Saikai.
Oh, look, whoa! It's Mike! Oh, he looks sick in that gi. Okay, so Mike is officially with Miyagi Fate. Let's go!
Saikai tournament is coming.
Devin?
Now is not the time.
Okay, Miguel and Robbie sparring.
You're gonna fight the best in the world.
Okay, they're gonna be trained together.
Training, Rocky IV style. Gonna chop down a tree carried through the snow.
Yeah, okay, Johnny.
Possibly go wrong.
Chosen staying on business.
What life throws at you.
Aye! Oh, okay, so that's the training?
We teach both styles equally. Don't jeopardize that balance, man.
Since when do I run shit by you?
Since we have no idea what we're up against.
Okay, there's still gonna be a little bit of tension.
The champion reveal himself.
Ooh, okay, new students. Okay, so this. Oh, okay, so that's what the Way of the Fist gi looks like. Interesting. All right, so this is the new group of students that we're gonna be going up against. Kreese. Okay, I'm guessing this is the new male champion.
In town, it's another to be the best in the world.
Just means I'm gonna have to beat Robbie again.
Oh, another Robbie versus Miguel fight.
I thought you were Miyagi-Do now.
You think things are better because now I'm training in your dad's backyard?
Oh man. Okay, still a little bit of tension there.
Our strongest team.
What are you doing? Oh my, why, Hawk, why? I'm sorry, that looks dumb. Okay, so Kenny is back in the dojo here.
I think they can handle anything.
Bitch, don't you know I know karate?
Okay. Oh, there's still tension between Johnny and Daniel here. Interesting. Okay, so Johnny is obviously not a fan of officially joining Miyagi-Do, so that's gonna be interesting. Okay, Tori and Sam look like they're having fun here, though. Yeah, they were having like a pillow fight. Alright, very interested to meet this new character who's gonna be the new main male threat. Interesting.
What's that?
Miyagi-san buried secrets for a reason.
Oh, what? Oh, we're
If we open, anything is possible.
new Miyagi-Do techniques? Oh, we're gonna get some new Miyagi-Do techniques. Interesting. Wow, that was a good trailer. I apologize for pausing so much, but wow, they showed so much. Okay, whoops, I accidentally clicked on that. Wow, okay. That showed a lot. So I think let's go bit by bit with this. That was a great trailer. That showed a lot. So there's still gonna be some tension between Tori and Sam, which was expected. I'm surprised that they're still gonna have Johnny and Daniel having a bit of problems. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope it's just a 1-episode thing. But I'm hoping they get over that, because like that feels like it's getting old at this point. They should be completely cool with each other. But let's go bit by this. Let me just let's break this down. Let me just swap my screen here. Okay. So we got some season 5
We've been
footage
through a lot to
here.
get to this point. But now we're finally
Okay, this
on
is like our first official shot here. We have our now they showed like an image of this like earlier this year, but this is going to be like the official like shot in the show, and we got like some new recruits. Obviously these most of these are some of the old Cobras. Like I remember this dude was, I think, a background extra since season 3.
Same page.
They're tossing the Cobra Kai logo, the Cobra Kai logo from the dojo. So I'm very curious to see how are they gonna find out that Cobra Kai is back in the tournament.
They have settled things.
Now, one thing that is interesting to me is Hawk's mohawk style here is more. It's kind of, even though it's back to being blue, it's in the style of his season 2, season 3 Hawk mohawk, where it was individual spikes. So that's interesting.
In the valley.
And we see Edwin and Big Red here. Interesting. So this is them officially being cool with each other, being friends with the Miyagi-Do. So that's gonna be interesting. Actually, I'm gonna mute this just in case if I get copyright struck. Okay, this is one. I'm guessing this is gonna take place later in the season because Tori looks like she's cool with Miguel and Sam at this point. So, when we saw them kind of bickering a bit in the trailer, that's probably a bit earlier in the season. And I'm surprised that Robbie is going back to school with the amount of school that he's missed, because he's missed like what, almost 2 years of school. So very curious to see where that storyline goes. Okay, we got Chosen here, of course, reading the paper about Kreese and Silver. I'm very curious what's gonna happen with Silver, because realistically, what is he gonna get charged for? You know, because Silver legally didn't do anything wrong, because Johnny Barnes and Chosen all broke into his house. He was defending himself, so you can't really get in trouble for that. Like hurting Chosen, you can't get in trouble for that because that was self-defense. And even Daniel technically, I don't know if he'll get into any legal trouble because, you know, Silver technically challenged him. So I'm very curious to see. I think we're gonna get like a whole like court episode with Silver's trial. And we're going to see Johnny, everybody else on the stand, maybe even some of the kids as well. So I'm very curious to see where that storyline's going to go, because Silver's going to spend, like, at most a day or two in jail. He's rich. He's probably going to make bail somehow, or house arrest at worst. So I'm very curious, because I don't think we've seen the last of Silver. Silver has, like, a couple tricks up his sleeve. Now, I love this. Everybody united as Miyagi-Do. Don't get me wrong. I love Eagle Fight, but it's like Jacob, or the Chosen One, if you know him on YouTube, has said, oh, Kenny is there. Okay, I missed that. But it's like he said that it makes sense for them to go back to make that full circle moment. Them uniting as Miyagi-Do is the right move, and it's kind of coming full circle back to Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai. So I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, Miyagi Fang was a coolish name, but I think this just makes a lot more sense. So I'm sorry that I missed that because I skimmed through it too quickly, but Kenny is back in Miyagi-Do, so that is interesting. So this whole scene here, I'm gonna assume this is gonna be either episode 3 or episode 4, because Kenny and Sean versus Miguel and Robbie fight is probably episode 2 or something, I'm assuming. And I do find it interesting that Anthony is in the front here and not Hawk or Dimitri, because they've been around a lot longer. So this leads me to believe Anthony's going to have a pretty substantial role this season. Even if he doesn't have that big of a role to play in the first part, he's definitely going to have a lot of moments to shine in parts 2 and 3, I think. Oh, look at that shot. Our 3 Miyagi-Do senseis. I never thought I'd see the day of Johnny being in Miyagi-Do. I'm very curious as to what is going to convince Johnny to fully convert to Miyagi-Do, because in season 4 he was pretty adamant that he wants Eagle Fang to be represented, and even in season 5 Daniel was okay with representing Eagle Fang as well. So I'm very curious what is going to set up this change to being just Miyagi-Do. And if you look here, these aren't like the training gis. These are, because if you look in the back here, there's a little bit of orange in the back of the collar. Those are the tournament gis as well. So that is interesting. I also like that Chosen still has his old belt, even though he has a new gi. I'm sorry, Hawk, you need to get a new mohawk. That American mohawk is not it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dimitri looks like he's really gonna be leveling up this season. I also love that Devin and Johnny's relationship is back. I really missed that last season. They had such a dope dynamic. So I think this is really dope. And man, I just cannot believe Johnny is in a Miyagi Dogi. Like, I never thought I'd see the day. Okay, now this one is the most interesting here. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I don't see that. No, that's not Kenny. That's Edwin, I'm pretty sure. I'm really trying to wonder when this is taking place. Okay, now this is interesting. Johnny and Daniel are wearing their tournament gis, but if you look at this, Miguel and Robbie, they're wearing their training gis because the sleeves are longer. Oh, interesting. So it looks like Amanda might be around a bit more here. That's so interesting to me. Oh, and I completely missed it. I'm gonna point this out again. Okay, he's probably gonna show up soon. Yeah, right here. I find it very interesting that Mike is in his own gi. Well, first of all, I'm so glad Mike is gonna be a part of the dojo because let's be honest, we need all the help he can get. Mike is a national karate champion, I'm pretty sure, and he has experience in competing with bigger tournaments aside from, you know, regional stuff with the All Valley. So he's the perfect person to have on your team right here. And I think it would be a very easy retcon if they can say that Mike already competed in the Sekai Taikai at one point. He just didn't win. And I think that's a very easy retcon. So that would be even more justification to have him on the team, in my opinion. Okay, we could skip forward here. Interesting that we're going to have another... I don't know how I feel about Robbie and Miguel having another fight, unless if it's just train, but it looks like there might be a little bit of tension there, which I thought the whole point of Season 5 was to get all that tension out of the way. Everybody's on the same page so they can deal with the final threat with Cobra Kai and the Sekai Taikai, but obviously that's not going to happen. I'm hoping they don't drag it out because otherwise it's going to feel really repetitive. Sam and Tori. We see Devin on the sides here. I do like that Daniel was finally going to get the chance to meet the pawn shop guy. That's really dope. We see a little scene here of Chosen breaking the board. We already saw that in the date announcement. Okay, there's Anthony there, Robbie. Kind of hard to tell who the others are because it's so blurry. Okay, we see Johnny is going to be training our core 4 here. This is going to be interesting. I also find it interesting that they're back to being white belts. I guess they're kind of starting over from scratch since they're going to be competing in this big tournament. Okay, he's going to... Yeah, so instead of launching, like, tennis balls at them, he's going to be launching beer bottles. That's going to be interesting. Them practicing to... I'm guessing they're either... I guess this is a way of them practicing to dodge while also offending, so it's a little bit of both sides. That's going to be interesting. Okay, I think this... I wonder if this is the same forest that Daniel took Robbie to train in all the way back in Season 1. That would be a nice callback. So I'm very curious if this is just going to be Sam or if she's going to be trained with Miguel or if it's like the entire class and they're in different sections. Or maybe this isn't the same forest. Maybe this could be Coyote Creek. Maybe Johnny took the Miyagi-Dos to Coyote Creek to train. That would be interesting. Okay, we see Daniel there. Miguel is also trained in Miyagi-Do. I'm going to assume that other guy that was... in the other shot was Robbie. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to assume that was Robbie. That kind of looked like him at the end there. See Dimitri here. Dimitri looks a lot more serious here. Very curious to see what that's about. And, okay, so at this point, Kenny is back in the dojo. Man, Dallas has grown a lot. Like, have you heard what Dallas sounds like now? Like, he sounds like a grown man. So... yeah, there's still a bit of tension here between... I like how the practice dummy has a Canada flag on it, because Johnny has been all about, like, American pop culture. Very curious to see what that's about, because we almost never see Dimitri serious. We saw him serious a couple times throughout the series, but I'm very curious what that's about. Yeah, there's still a bit of tension here. I'm not a fan of that, if I'm being honest. So this is interesting. We are back... This is like our first... This is like our real look at the Korean dojo. We see Kreese talking with Kim, with their students here. Yeah, very curious to see who this character is and what he's going to be all about. This is going to be our new cast of villains. Yeah, this guy is going to be like the new alpha dog of Cobra Kai. Very curious to see what his backstory is going to be, because, you know, they're going to have a pretty challenging task of introducing these new cast of antagonists, because with the way last season ended off, everybody left Cobra Kai. It looks like all the former Cobras joined Miyagi, though, so that's going to be interesting to see. And this guy looks like he's going to be a threat. So, like, I honestly feel like neither Miguel or Robbie are going to be able to take this guy on alone. So I'm very curious to see them develop that rivalry. Okay, we see him at school. Not too much happens here. Okay, we see... Did they show this shot already? Earlier in the trailer, or is this just another version of that shot? Because we see Miguel and Robbie about to spar here. I really hope that this is trained, but they look serious, so I really hope that they're not going to be repeating the same stuff over and over again, because that gets really annoying. I'm hoping that this is just sparring, because they're friends and borderline brothers at this point, so I'm really hoping that that's not the case here. So yeah, we got Miguel and Robbie sparring there. This is interesting. Devin and Johnny. Yeah, so I'm very curious what that's about. It looks like Johnny is checking up on her. Oh wait, is this... I'm wondering if this is the same scene as Sam and Tori are talking. It might be. They might be looking there to... Oh, I see. They're probably there to pick up Devin. And Devin and Johnny see them still bickering, so they're probably going to have to find some way to deal with all that. Yeah, so this seems like it's going to take place a bit early, because... As we saw previously in the trailer, Tori seemed to be okay walking and talking with Sam and Miguel. So I'm gonna assume they're gonna have some type of fight or some other way to get rid of that tension, them being on good terms. So I'm really curious to see them fully wrap that up. Yeah, okay, we see them fighting here. I'm sorry, that mohawk is fucking ugly. Get rid of that, man. Bring back the blue mohawk. He looks dumb. I'm sorry, he looks dumb. I can't take him seriously. Interesting. Okay. I'm wondering if this is going to be like a new form of like capture the flag. Very similar to what they did in Season 2 at Coyote Creek. Because they all have flags here. So this is probably going to be some form of training. Now the lineup here is interesting because... Oh, this is interesting. Sam is on on Tori's side here. I would have thought Sam would be on here and she'd be fighting Tori. So it looks like Hawk would be fighting Tori. Sam will mostly be fighting somebody else. Dimitri is fighting probably some random. Chris and Mitch, that one is obvious. Robbie and Nate. I'm sorry, Nate, you're not beating him. And Miguel and Kenny is an interesting lineup. Or matchup, I should say. And we got another shot at this frat party where Kyler is. Interesting that Kyler isn't at Miyagi, though. So I'm very curious what his role is going to be. But we got new shots of this frat house fight with Kyler, Hawk, Miguel. And I believe Dimitri was there too in the date announcement trailer. I'm wondering if Robbie's gonna be there, or if Robbie's re-enrolling as a junior because of how much school he missed. So it's I'm very curious to see what Kyler's role is gonna be this season. Okay, I'm going to assume they just saw somebody kill it at training, whatever that exercise is going to be. Everybody's cheering. Okay, we saw that already. I'm going to say I'm really liking Dimitri's like upgrade hairstyle, because we saw a little bit of that in the promo for the Cobra Kai YouTube channel, and he looks sick, so I'm very curious to see where that is. I'm assuming he's talking to Hawk here, because that doesn't look like Daniel. Yeah, they still have tension. Ah, man, I am not a fan of that. I'm really hoping that it's a one-episode thing and they get over it. Okay, we saw that. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure this is... Oh, there's a party going on here. Alright, I'm gonna assume this is either a birthday party or it could be Carmen's baby shower, but this doesn't look like it's gonna be... It doesn't look like it's at Miguel's apartment. This looks like it's at the Little Russo house. So I'm assuming it's... I'm gonna assume it's maybe a... It could be maybe Sam's like 18th birthday party or something. That could be something. Because I'm like 90% sure this is Sam. That doesn't... Yeah, that is... Yeah, that's Sam. Okay. And we see this mysterious character train at the Cobra Kai dojo, completely dominating. Now this is what I'm really interested in seeing. Is... whatever secrets Mr. Miyagi hid in that chest, that is going to be really interesting to discover. Okay, so that was the Cobra Kai Season 6 official trailer for Part 1 at least. Obviously, it's probably going to be a slow... I feel like it's most of it's going to be a bit of a slow burn. It's going to deal with the aftermath of Season 5 and everything that... tie up any loose ends there, while introducing some new concepts. We're going to probably find out more about the Sekai Taikai. Barnes is going to join the fray, as we saw in that trailer. We're going to be introducing a new cast of villains. Whoever that new character is, he's definitely going to be like I'm pretty sure he's going to be the main threat. I'm hoping we only saw him though get the most focus. We didn't see any female fighters, so I'm really hoping we get like a new female fighter to be like an opponent for Sam and Tori. So for once, Sam and Tori are going to have to like team up against. I mean, they teamed up very briefly last season, but you get what I mean in a bigger scale. I'm really hoping the whole tension thing between Sam, Tori, Daniel, Johnny, Robbie, Miguel, that is a one episode thing, because that just feels extremely repetitive. Like Sam and Tori still having tension, that one makes sense because of the amount of history they had. They only teamed up once. I get that. Johnny and Daniel at this point should be over any pettiness or any bickering, so I'm really hoping that it's a one episode thing, because it does seem... I am very curious why what's going to convince Johnny to fully convert over to Miyagi. That's going to be very interesting to find out, and I'm really hoping the whole Miguel and Robbie thing, that's just going to be that's just going to be train and nothing more. One thing I'm surprised about, we didn't see Sean at all in the trailer. We didn't see any new scenes of the ball pit, ballpark, whatever that place is, that fight. Because the images confirmed that Sean is going to be there. So I'm really hoping that Sean isn't just going to be a character that pops in for a couple episodes and then we don't see him for a bit and then he shows up at the very end. I'm hoping that he gets some type of role. Like, I was really hoping Sean was going to be a part of Miyagi-Do at this point, because I really doubt that Sean would ever be a part of Cobra Kai. I'm also very curious how they're going to find out that Cobra Kai is going to be back in the tournament, because from what we saw, it's just going to be... Kreese is going to be in Korea for majority of the season, it seems like. So I'm guessing they're probably not going to find out that Cobra Kai is back until, like, at the very end, like at episode 5. That could even be that final shot, because you remember from the date announcement trailer, the final shot was all the students looking really worried, so I'm guessing that's what that's going to be about. But anyway, guys, that was a great trailer. I'm sorry for pausing so much. There was just so much happening, and I didn't want to miss anything, and so I hope you guys can forgive me for that. But overall, really enjoyed that trailer. That was such a dope trailer, and again, this is going to be my official coming back video of me coming back to the channel. I'm going to be uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because uploading daily is just not sustainable for me. So uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday is going to be the go-to for YouTube. Now, I'm still going to be uploading daily on Patreon, because Patreon, I don't have to edit. I can just load it up, put the clips together in DaVinci Resolve, export it, put it into a streamable, then copy the link and put it on Patreon, and that's it. So very, very, very excited for all that. But anyway, guys, I have a lot of ideas of future content. I'm going to be reacting to tokusatsu content, Breaking Bad. I've also recorded some stuff for Breaking Bad, Teen Wolf. I'm catching up on My Hero and Demon Slayer, and I'm going to be adding a lot of other content here. So I'm look forward to seeing that. If you guys want any future updates for the channel, go to either community tab, because I'm going to be posting there a lot more, or my Instagram, because I'm going to be putting more channel updates as well. Check out either my Instagram stories or Instagram posts. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction. See you guys later.